Hello, Bab. I am Poppy Cooks and I am apparently the queen of potatoes on the internet. So I'm going to show you how to make delicious noisettes. Now, if you're thinking what's a noisette, in French it's a hazelnut, but in this dish it's actually delicious caramelized balls of potato. And because they're cooked in burnt butter or brown butter or beurre noisette, they get nutty and delicious and they taste a little bit like hazelnuts, hence noisettes. There you go, a bit of French for you today as well as potatoes. What is it? Pommes de terre. Pommes de terre, de noisettes, le beurre noisette. We are going to be using a Maris Piper potato. In the US, you may be using a russet or an Idaho potato, a starchier potato. And what we're going to do is get them peeled. I've already got some done because, you know, I'm getting ahead. What is it? Piss poor preparation means piss poor. What is it? Piss poor preparation means piss poor performance. I think it's that. If not, I don't know. Get your potatoes peeled. Of course, you can leave the skin on. Abso-blooming-lutely. More nutrients, less faffing around. But I'm showing you how to do it without the skin on. Simple, really, isn't it? Then you're going to get your melon baller or Parisian baller, and this one was how many millimeters? 25 millimeters, so 2.5 centimeters, which is an inch. Yeah, an inch. I've remembered these sort of things. And this is going to give you these lovely little balls, which become the noisettes because they look like little hazelnuts. So to use your Parisian baller, you kind of like make an indent. Now, as you can see, the other side of here did have another melon baller on it, but I was that aggressive with how I was viciously balling the potato, it broke. So we're using this side. So just don't get too aggressive with it. Be gentle, be soft, and be supple. Anyway, make a little bit of an indent and then kind of scoop into it, almost like you're kind of scooping ice cream, and kind of work it all the way around and then back out again. And then you'll get this lovely little ball. It's kind of like, it's got a bit of a flat bum, but a flat bum ball. And you can probably get, out of an average sized kind of Maris Piper potato, 4 or 5 out of 1. The rest of the potato you can absolutely use for mashed potatoes, get them boiled up, and then you can use that for your toppings for pies or just as mash. Or you can then chop it up, boil it, and then roast it, and you get these like odd shapes of crispy roast potato, which is delicious as well. So, simply going to get all these balled, add them to my bowl. You can see I can't really get much more out of there. I was going to say, there is something in that, isn't there? As in, like, we could boil that and then fill it and fry it and then fill it with delicious cremes and cheeses and purees and jus. Oh, oui, oui. I love the sound that this is going to make. It's going to be like, you know, like April raindrops falling onto a tin roof, a hot tin roof. What's that? I've mixed a few things together, but I don't know, really enjoyed that sound. Anyway, just cover with a little bit of cold water. Covered with the water, and of course, in usual fashion, a nice few scoops of salt in there. And then this is going on to a medium-high heat, and once it comes up to the boil, it's only going to be around 8 to 10 minutes, just so that they're tender, but not completely mushy and falling apart, because then we'll just have mash balls. Well, not even mash balls, smash balls. We want noisettes. The little balls of potato have had around 8 minutes or so. So just give them a little test, and they're just falling off the end of the knife. Perfect. So they're not like fully cooked, but it just means that they've got a little bit of softness around the edge. And that is going to make for a very delicious noisette. So they look like there. Let me get rid of this. So for a noisette, you need a lot of butter. So I've got about 50, that's that's around 50 grams. Was that around 100 grams? No, it's around 50 grams. Get it cubed up. And when it comes to butter, you've got to measure with your heart. If you want a little bit more, put a little bit more in. If you want a little bit less, good for you. Just don't, just put more. So those go in. Now we're looking for the butter to get super frothy and foamy and that lovely nutty kind of brown. So it's on a medium-high heat, and it's probably going to take around 3 to 4 minutes for that foam and froth to start. We're looking for the caramelization of the buttermilk that's in the butter, which is going to go that nutty goldenness which we want. I do quite like watching butter melt, as in it looks like an ocean of delicious fat. So as you can see, the butter is frothing, it's foaming, there is bubbles happening. Now this is the right point to get your little balls of potatoes in. So they've dried out. And it may seem like there is a lot of butter, but I think we're probably going to need more because that potato is going to absorb that lovely buttery flavour. And we just leave them to do their thing. We're going to kind of try and avoid stirring them too much because we need that caramelization. We need that contact of heat to give it that beautiful gold browny nuttiness that we're looking for. I think I'm going to add another couple of cubes of butter into it because the butter's the sauce as well. So I'm going for it. I'm being naughty. I'm being cheeky. I'm adding a little bit more butter. There's worse things to do in the world than add a little bit more butter. And this is salted butter as well, because that's the way the French do it. Talking of the French, or the France, I love it. In France, there are so many different potato options, even at the supermarket. That's what you, and I don't know if anyone else is like me, but when I'm in a different country, I have to go to the supermarket. I need to see the range of ingredients and things that they make. But in France, they have noisettes already made in freezer bags. So you just, I'm assuming you just put them in the oven. I've never actually bought them because we've always been like in a hotel, so you don't have like the facilities to cook it. But the selection of potato goods in France, I think, is superior to the rest of the world, and that is a statement. That is a huge statement, which I might be incorrect on, but from what I have seen, it's got a great selection. You can get shredded potato, you can get noisettes, you can get hash browns, you can get pomme dauphine. You can get pomme dauphine. Now, pomme dauphine is choux pastry with potato, like mashed potato going through it. Why can't we get that here? Petition, why in the UK can we not get frozen, ready-made noisettes and pomme dauphine? I mean, sacre bleu. I'd love to be French. Bonjour, je m'appelle la reine pomme de terre. Potato queen, would that be right? Something like that. Anyway, noisettes, they're chilling. We're gonna add a little bit of flavour into this as well. So let me get some few little bits and I'll talk you through what we're gonna do. So I've left them alone. Now we can give them, I might just do a little bit of a pan manoeuvre. Oh, they're starting to look golden. I can smell that kind of nutty, rich noisettes. Oh my goodness. It's just crispy, golden balls of potato. Goodness gracious, great balls of spuds. That's disgusting, honestly. Sometimes I'm just afraid of why I say things. But you can see the colour. The butter is completely noisette. It's lovely and brown and nutty, and you can smell them. And you know that inside they're super fluffy and cooked, and then they're going to be crispy and golden on the outside. And I think for the last maybe 5 minutes or so, I'm going to add in a couple of cloves of garlic, which I've just minced down. Again, if you've got some in the fridge in a little jar, a little spoonful of that. But garlic, We don't want it to cook for too long because we don't want it to like catch and burn, but it will just get nice and golden in here and just infuse that lovely Pommes Noisettes with a little bit of garlic flavour. I can already smell it. It's just filthy, isn't it? It's just butter and potato and deliciousness. A little bit of salt and peps as well. So we get the good stuff out for this bit. A little bit of flaky salt. A little bit of flaky salt. I already know this is going to be absolutely delicious. And a little bit of peps. One thing I do like to do, and I have done before, is around this point as well, in the last 4 or 5 minutes of cooking, add the garlic in, add a little spoonful of honey and a little bit of chili flakes as well. Like, absolutely gorgeous. But I just want to show the kind of more, I mean, is it even traditional? I don't actually know. This is just the only way I've ever done them. I just wanted to keep it a little bit plainer so that we can really appreciate the buttery deliciousness. If you feel like it's going too far and a bit too hot and the butter's actually burning rather than going golden, you turn it down, add another knob of butter, and that'll bring the temperature down and just kind of secure it into a frothy place rather than a burning place. So just because we can, I am going to add some more butter because it's delicious. One thing you'll learn about me is that there's never enough butter. The beautiful sights of frothy golden butter and delicious crunchy caramelised potato balls. There's not a better view. This might actually get into my top 5 ways to eat potatoes. It's always underrated because we literally, in the UK, we do not get this. This isn't really a thing that people, I don't see it on menus or anything like that, but it should be. It absolutely should be. I think if I was ever going to have a pub, I'd love to have a pub. I would absolutely love, maybe I should have a pub. Anyway, I would do these. These would be one of the side dishes. Imagine this, just loads of different flavours and toppings. Or just a roast potato cone. I would absolutely demolish a pub, but in the best way. I mean, like in a good way. Not actually demolish it, but like, I'd really enjoy doing it. Maybe I should do a pub. I think I could be a landlady. Get out of my pub! Sorry, that was really loud for anyone who had headphones in. I do apologise, that was quite aggressive. But I would love to kick people out. Get out. Like that. I wouldn't actually do that, obviously. It's assault. But I'd still be in shorts. You know me, I'd be behind the bar, pulling a pint, serving you up some noisettes, and I would be in cycling shorts because it's too hot. Okay, anyway, I'm going to serve these up because they are golden, delicious, and ready to eat. And I'm hungry. Definitely serve them up hot and ready to go. This is a nice little plate. And then sprinkle over another little bit of flaky salt because it's delicious. And these can be dug straight into. This is just perfection. It's soft, buttery potato, that lovely noisette kind of nuttiness that comes through the butter, salty, garlicky. I don't think there's much else you could ever want in this world apart from possibly another portion. My mouth is simply watering. It's cascading with saliva all the way through there because I cannot wait to eat a buttery, garlicky, creamy in texture, crunchy in texture little potato noisette. Oh my God, that is absolutely delicious. I think it's when, you know, like, actually that's how potatoes should be. Every single potato should be covered in butter and garlic. Oh my God. That is so good. I need everybody to try some of these because they are, please, if you take one thing away from me, take away this dish. That's a big statement as well. I'm giving you big statements today. Facts on facts on facts. Facts are facts, America. This is delicious. Absolutely gorgeous. Fluffy in the middle, crunchy on the outside, butter all the way through, and then just layered with garlic and salt. I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven. Right. If I die, this is what I want to greet me at the pearly gates. Beautiful. 10 out of 10. If you want to join me on a journey of calorific deliciousness, then like, subscribe, join in, comment, tell me how much you enjoy butter and potatoes, and yeah, get more of this in your gob. Oh my God, honestly. Excellent.